Hey, guys, welcome back. For those of you who've been tuning in, we're in the midst of the I Wish Virtual Summit where we're working to align women with helping their wishes come true. We're going to be live in Atlanta, March 7th and 8th. Stay tuned to how you can win tickets to get in, prizes. If you're close to the hot Atlanta area, it's going to be worth the trip. It's going to be amazing. But today we're going to be talking about making the choice to really live your dream, right? Really choosing to make your dream come true. I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes it may even come down to your dream versus everybody else's dream. Did y'all hear that?
Yes, ma'am.
Because sometimes the time, energy, effort, money, even faith that you sitting around investing in your man, your children, your in-laws, and everybody else that comes to you with a harebrained ass scheme. Stop me when I'm lying on.
Yeah.
Everybody coming to you with the harebrained schemes that you down for. At some point, you got to stop riding them short leg horses and get on your own stallion and ride. And that is just the truth of the matter. Really understanding that, come on now, at some point, knowing God gave you a portion, He gave everybody a portion. And you got to leverage your portion. He didn't get somebody else more than you. Stop thinking that, oh, coach got it going on. No, coach took what God gave her and went to work with it.
Well, you still got it going on too.
Yeah, but everybody has the capacity. Everybody has the wherewithal. So if you haven't shared this video, make sure you share this video, because what it's coming down to is that a whole lot of women are walking around without their wishes fulfilled. And let me tell you what happens. You do it too much, you get bitter. You do it too much, you get resentful. You do it too much. You know, we sacrifice a lot. And unfortunately, we keep sacrificing. And when it comes to the end of the road, and we've sacrificed so much to people that are not willing to return that exchange, or sometimes they don't have the capacity. See, we just got to be honest. Everybody doesn't have the capacity to give the same way you give. So if you gave thinking you're going to get something back in return, and when it doesn't manifest, then we tend to get angry and we tend to get mad. But the truth of the matter is, you have to start weighing. You have to start weighing what you're giving out before you give it out. And that's just the bottom line. You've got to weigh what it is that you're sacrificing. And so first and foremost, sometimes you got to choose, am I going to support everybody else's dream, or am I going to support my dream? Am I going to be a little bit selfish, take a little more time, spend a little more energy? Is it worth it for me? Because what it's going to come down to is, like somebody said last night, they said, I know I did it and I'm happy I did it, but I didn't put the level of energy and effort into it that I shoulda, woulda, coulda. I know better for the next time. But all of that, guys, that makes you bitter. Life is short. Sometimes you just got to throw caution to the wind and take out running. And that's the truth. Because you're going to look up and realize that life done scooted on past you. I'm getting ready to turn 45 this year. Man, where did them 40 where did them 45 years go?
Wow.
And this will be the last year I turn 45.
Wait, you
I'm
turned
turning
it.
45 next year.
I was about to say, wait,
I
are we
might
that
turn
close in
44
age?
next year.
I didn't think we were that close in age. But
You
around,
are, because I'm 45. But you've spent that time. You shake your head, no, Chanel?
she
I caught her on camera.
she thought she was off camera.
I caught her. But you know, you spending all this time devoting to everybody else's dream, which brings me to number two. How important are your dreams anyway?
Mm.
And the only reason that I know it's super morbid, but you gotta ask yourself, if my life was snatched away from me tomorrow, was I in the process of fulfilling my dreams? Was I at least on the way? Or had I sat by and waited and hadn't even started? How am I going to be remembered?
Mm.
And you might not care because you're not going to be here anymore. But the truth of the matter is, what is going to be your legacy? And is your legacy going to be, I did a whole lot of talking about it, but I didn't really take a lot of action? Y'all want to comment on that?
I just think that we've gotten away from building legacies for us. Now we'll build it for somebody else. We'll build it for our jobs. We'll build it to make sure our kids have something. But when it comes to something that is for us, we don't want to seem selfish. We want to make sure that everybody feels loved and included and accepted. And at the end of the day, those loved, included, and accepted people will go on to live their lives to the fullest. And you're sitting with a lap full of regret. I have seen it time and time again. Then you want to throw my burger in the bag and sling it through the window because you mad and unfulfilled. That ain't right. Everybody has the same opportunity to recognize the gift God's given them, to execute the plan He has for you, and to set the people free He's assigned to you. That's what it's all about. My grandma used to say, y'all, if you're doing the work of the Lord, He will provide. You doing what it is He has called you to do will prosper you. Like no other job, like no other business you're building for somebody else. Why? Because what is for you, it is for you. That's just my 2 cents, coach.
And you know, a lot of what you're saying though, it doesn't exonerate you from putting a price tag on your gifts and talents though. You're running through the world giving away your retirement account. You're running through the world giving away your 401k. You're running through the world giving away your pension. And so when you get 60 years old, the fact that nobody's around to take you to the store and you can't hire an Uber and nobody's around to help you clean up, but you can't hire a maid because you've sold so much seed in everybody else's life. Let me tell you something. To me, other than the story of how God gave his son because He loves us so much, one of the most pivotal stories in the Bible is seed and harvest because it just lays everything out. We've got to stop expecting a harvest in places that we've sowed no seed. So I'm going to give you a litmus test this morning, ladies. How many times have you sowed seed in your family that can't be returned? That's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing. But if you're sowing that seed in your family instead of sowing that seed in your business, and that seed can return and take care of you and the family, then maybe you're sowing seed out of turn. A lot of people want their businesses to grow, but they don't want to invest what it takes for their business to grow. And I explained it in my mentorship class last night. It's as simple as being a farmer.
Mhm.
You can choose to only grow pumpkins. Every fall, I'm only gonna grow pumpkins. That means when it's time to harvest those pumpkins, you take them to the market. That's all the money you got. Now, let's heaven forbid you get a bad pumpkin crop that year. Now you broke because you had all your eggs in one basket. You noticed that was PM, right, Chanel? Oh,
No, it's a AM.
I thought it said PM. So you had all your eggs in one basket. Now, if I'm a farmer, don't be mad at me if I choose to grow squash in the spring and watermelons in the summer and pumpkins in the fall, and I even grow me some old hothouse tomatoes in the winter. Some of you guys are waiting and waiting and waiting to sow a seed in your business, not realizing that until you do, the bounty that is your harvest cannot be released. That's the bottom line. So whatever it is you wish for, good morning, Erica, you got to start sowing a seed, and you got to be unapologetic.
Absolutely.
You got to be unapologetic for this journey.
Mm.
Because I can tell you one thing certain and two things sure. Number one, nobody can take it for you. And number two, nobody really cares if you make it or not.
Ooh, can we talk about it? Can we talk about it?
There are very, very few people that really care whether you make this journey or not. So you can be so uppity and up in the air and think you better than everybody else. At the end of the day, you either make it or you don't, and none of that shit has any bearing on whether you make it or not. As a matter of fact, it may detract from it because you think you're smarter than the system.
Ouch.
And you can't be. You just can't be. Success leaves clues. So don't think you're too good to take the journey that everybody else took. Exactly. Toddy said, most ready to see you fail. Baby, they're going to have to put on their good glasses to see that. Because even if I jack it up, it's not for their consumption. See, you guys have to realize that failure is a funny thing. You don't have to show everybody your dirty draws. You just don't. Oh, I had a boo-boo on myself. Y'all all out on Facebook. Look, y'all. Look, I had a boo-boo. Y'all pray for me. Somebody's the Lord and touch and agree. You don't have to tell folks.
I ain't touching nothing.
What all you messed up.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them, if you don't show them, they won't ever know. I don't want to change because what people gonna say about me? Them people can't even remember what they posted on Facebook yesterday, much less what you posted.
Some of them people you posting your business to, you showing them that their prayers against you is working.
Right.
Sometimes you gotta stop agreeing with the enemies in your circle. And you need to also understand that you have enemies in your circle.
Absolutely.
Especially some of y'all ladies sitting around on Sunday evening after church, having them conversations about how your man and how your family and how they're gonna come right in and just clean up because you talk too much. I learned that at a young age. You don't tell all your business. You sit back and watch. You'll learn more watching than you do talking. I'm just saying, Coach.
Well, I'm going to post that one.
Well, look, two of the greatest things that released me and delivered me in my business and even in my personal life was one, validation from other people, and two, my own unrealistic expectations of what I expected from my family and my friends, because I expected them to support me in my business, but they're not my audience. And so I had to release my own unrealistic expectations of who my audience is. Who am I here to serve? So I don't have the responsibility put on my family and friends that they have to buy everything that I sell. They have to
exactly.
They have to share and like all my comments. That's not their responsibility. And so I released them from that and kept them where they are in the relationship. My relationship with them and my business is two separate things. But the validation that I looked for in people, well, they don't like everything that I put out there. Well, they don't share my posts. Well, they don't buy this and they don't, I don't need the validation from people anymore. I've been validated. When the Most High sent his son to redeem me, that's my validation. That's my validation. That's why I walked the way that's why I talk. It's because he redeemed me. I know where my validation come from. So now I then don't have to move how you want me. I don't have to look like the Joneses.
Come on now.
I don't have to act like the big stars and celebrities and whatever. I don't have to do what everybody else is doing because they don't validate me. The Most High does. So those were the two main things that freed me in my journey. And the other thing too, with that unrealistic expectation, now that I don't expect for my family to support me, I put the investment where it should be, in someone who has the expertise in business to support me. I don't go to my family for business advice. They ain't got no business. They ain't got no receipts over there. They ain't got no millionaire. I'm trying to be a millionaire. Why am I asking broke people how to be a millionaire? Nah. Sorry if
or asking people for advice.
TV. I ain't mean to call y'all broke on TV, but
or asking people for advice that've never done it.
That's
or trying to do things that we've never done without help. Sometimes we set ourselves up for that bitter taste of failure. Now, nobody told you to go out there. Yeah. You've never built a business in your life. Now, how did you learn to ride a bike? Somebody taught you. How did you learn to tie your shoes? Somebody taught you. Somebody taught you your ABCs, your 1, 2, 3s, how to read and how to count. How would you think that you could just arbitrarily fall out the sky and go start a business without any training?
Because my friends told me I could do it.
And see, that's where the situation gets jacked up.
My mom and them said I'm really good at.
You know you done fucked up, right? You bought the bottle of beer.
That's right. I bought it.
You know you messed up, right?
No, it's two.
Right. It was a couple of them.
So when it's all said and done, good morning, Brandy. You got to realize that, man, this journey requires, your wishes require your attention.
Oh my goodness.
That's another thing. You can't just once a year when the ball drop, be all on your knees and trying to figure out your path and your resolutions, and beyond January 1st. You do nothing. Then it gets to December and you start thinking about all the stuff you shoulda, woulda, coulda did this year. And then here we go again, the ball drop. I know I'm talking to somebody here this morning.
$200 something.
I know I'm talking to somebody this morning.
No, it's cheap. $200 something.
You like it?
We're like in the second week of February. And there are so many empty spaces in the gym right now.
Yeah.
The gym is empty. But in January, boy, you couldn't even get in the gym. It was so packed. I don't know because I don't go to the gym, but I heard.
I wasn't in there.
I heard. Yeah, but it's empty now.
I know what I'm going in there for. That's that expectation you was talking about, Jamie. I don't put unreal expectations.
Right. I know. I'm not going to the gym.
I don't need no protein shake. I'm good. I ain't going in there.
Right. I'm gonna work out in my basement.
But that's how we do our wishes, though, y'all.
True story.
We do. We do. Because we feel good in the moment when we make that decision.
Yeah.
But then real life happened, like, man, I really got to work this thing.
Or they don't know, or they get the wish, they have the dream, they see how they want it to look, but they don't know the steps to get there. So that makes you stuck.
Can I tell y'all a real quick true story? Last night in mentorship with Coach, she was sharing all the steps it took to launch something. I'm telling you, I was about to leave class. I wasn't about to stick around till the end part. If I hadn't stuck around, I would have known that it was some good news after all that. But when she showed all those steps, I mean, and it was like, what, 3 or 4 pages? Like, she just kept scrolling. I'm like, when do you get to the end, lady? And she was just breaking it down. It's a lot that goes on behind the scenes to run something that's a well-oiled machine that produces. And I'm like, I ain't about to do that. I quit.
And you know what though, Jamie? Some people will want to cut just the middle. I'm just going to do this part. So when it's time to do it again, you didn't even know the steps you needed. So it will never run as a well-oiled machine because you piecing and parting it together. I'm gonna just focus on social media. I don't need to worry about all this other stuff. I don't need no team right now. So your business is stunted before it grows.
And that's why the money doesn't come.
Yeah.
That's why they can't replicate the results.
That's it.
And then not only that, what you guys don't see is normally I don't feed it to people in a list like that. But had I not showed you what it really takes, you wouldn't know the shortcut you get now.
And appreciate.
Let's have a moment of silence, everybody. Y'all too.
To the old checklist. Rest in peace.
Hallelujah.
Man, when you it was a lot. It was a lot to see it all. And even though I'm like behind the scenes a little bit, it was still a lot just to see it on paper, right? But then to realize that when you have a coach who invests time and energy to make life and business simpler for you, that was the message that I got from that. Like the energy and the effort that I'm in a community of somebody who actually wants to help me save time and make money. So you appreciate it more. And I was talking to another friend, like, you know, some of the things that business owners go through, like the health issues, being tired, and yet you still got to go out here and get these bags. Having a community where you can be true and real and have real conversation. Because you can't, some people, like Chanel said earlier, in your circle, they waiting for you to fail. They want you to tell them that you're not doing good. They want you to tell them all of your woes and your sorrows and your weaknesses. They eat and feed off of that. That's what feeds them. Well, I decided to starve them.
Yep. Let them get skinny.
Get skinny while I get big over here.
What y'all don't know is that 3-4 years ago, all this automation and improvement and evolution, the business has gone through an evolution. So the new people coming in on the front end, all they see is 7-figure, but they didn't see pulling 19 different reports to get everybody in class. They didn't see posting over there, sending emails out, reminding people manually calling folks. They didn't see the birth pains to see what has been birthed right now. You weren't there for the 9 months. You wasn't there for the cutting of the umbilical cord. You wasn't there when it learned how to walk. Wasn't there when it took its first steps. You wasn't there. All you see is this grown man, and you like, man, I could do that.
Grown man in college. Yeah, you don't.
Right, up in college.
Right.
You don't understand.
That's good. That's good.
They don't get it. So they want to go to the store and just get I want to buy just a full-grown business, please. I got
That's already making 7 figures. Right.
Man,
I passed $1,000. I want 7 figures.
That easy, everybody would do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody would do it.
It's worth it though.
So even with the shifts and automation and even with the shortcuts, there is still a level of work that is required.
Yeah.
There's still a level of time that you got to spend. There's no garden that grows without cultivation.
Mm.
That's the cultivation of the soul, the cultivation of the relationships. There's a lot of cultivating that still has to happen
Mhm.
if you want the business to grow,
Mm-hmm.
if you want your wishes to come true. So, guys, don't forget we're about to kick the doors in Atlanta. I think we're announcing our new contest tomorrow, bit.ly/I wish Atlanta. If you have a product or service that women wish for, join us in Atlanta. We're looking for vendors, speakers, brand ambassadors, volunteers, and table hosts. So go to bit.ly/I wish Atlanta to get involved. You don't be in there talking about I wish I woulda, I wish I coulda showed. I wish none of that. And tag somebody you know in the Atlanta area and tell them we're looking for them. If they have a product or service that women wish for, whether it's better credit or better jewelry or better shoes, then we're looking for them. All right. So guys, we're gonna get out of here this morning because we got a ton.
What coach is in it?
We're coming to Atlanta.
bit.ly/I wish Atlanta. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here because we got a ton of work to do today. I hope to see you soon. Have an amazing day, guys.